You want to get out? I don't know. You said you couldn't hear me. But I'm not staying on too long today. I was just like saying, oh, thank you. Thanks. Just to be positive today. If your mother was a bitch, you're already working on healing from that. That means you were severely traumatized. That means that you were abused as a child and an adult. That means your siblings joined in and whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack, right? So you can hear me now? Oh, now you can. Look, the deal is this. You're going to have to get on a healing path for the rest of your life. It's a very nice, beautiful path, but it's definitely not an easy road. Look, I say healing is like this. Look, it's like this. It's not straight. But then eventually it does get straight. When you work on it every day, it's so easy to do when everybody leaves your life. Be glad that old Badillac is dead. All you gotta do is go watch her fucking complain and go get prescriptions. That's at a star. I want potato and all this dumb shit. Take up your time. That's what old people do. Get on your fucking nerves, man. Unless they are healthy, they're not fun. So consider yourself lucky. Now you can take care of yourself. That's a blessing and shit. To be of a certain age and now you have a brand new start with a brand new life, right? And you're going into a sphere that's like the unknown, but you know it's all good because you're planning it. You know what you're going to take and what you're not going to take. You know, pain is just used for strength, right? But it's also used for reference of what not to fuck with. Devils are everywhere. They're everywhere. The only way to avoid them is to know who they are, right? So now that you see it, that means you don't even fight with them. You don't exchange energy with them because they like to fight. They like to, that's all they get. They're negative. A negative person will only give you negative vibes. You don't need to exchange energy with that. Remember, you're planting a seed. Every move you make is a seed that grows. But the biggest thing is growing inside of you. It's growing inside of you. So if I say, fuck you, I let this dumb motherfucker put a leash on me, walking me like a dog, right? Can't stand me. She can't stand her. Hell, she hates everybody, probably. Who cares, right? I love me, so I put the barrier up because this is not good for my growth. It's not elevating me. It's pulling me down. An answer to that is pulling you down. Y'all don't know. I deal with this shit like, remember, I work in my emotions. What took my emotions so fucking long after all the 3 years of dealing with this, coming out of this, and I know that, damn, everybody I knew was down with what happened to me. They all got paid off, whatever. Funny thing, I'm the one that paid them, too. It's my trash. I have nice trash. I was getting new shit. God always blesses me with new shit. Right? And I have to see them now that I didn't even put cameras. I had to take his cameras. There was so many. It was like 50, 60 of them. You know, it was like I said, it's a movie. So now I have my own up and I'm able to see just one of the haters. Well, like 4. Nobody's getting online. They're all trying to move to other countries, change their names, all kinds of dumb shit. Right? But I can see my neighbor. I tell you, the ambulance came last week for her. They were there all day. I don't know if she didn't leave with them, but that's good. It's happening. But without her there and her dumb father saying dumb shit in my camera when I first put it up, right? Like about 6 months ago. I had them sitting in my house. I just didn't put them up. I had too much technology there. Plus, I didn't want to see what was outside my door. It's none of my business. So now just seeing them and shit would make me feel, I'll say emotional, right? Because emotions can go any way. Remember, I don't fuck with nobody, so I got to deal with this shit. Remember where I live? I'm in a planet. I got God, Jesus, Buddha. But even with all the spirituality I'm around, if I don't acknowledge that this shit is like, I want this, can't even say it, right? I want to see her suffer, right? I want to see her, what she wrote in my phone with your broken body. Every time I see her, I'm going to smack fire out of your ass. Like that. Like that. That's some bullshit to do. Come to a gangster's neighborhood and you ain't got no family or friends. You never even had a fight. You never even been to the other 4 boroughs. You're a bum, a derelict, right? And you're not gonna do it. The story is insane, but I was being held with Scooter's people that he hired to take me down, right? For a week, yeah. They took my dog, they did all, I'm not ready to talk about that story yet, but I will one day. But when I got back, she was writing the messages while they're holding, I was getting gangbanged. So when I got back, I was like, which weapon do I grab? Let me see. He's got like 65 billion weapons. I got the hatchet. I got the brand new fireman, Billy Coat. I used that one because God was like, nah. She has like 5 dents in her door, almost kicked that shit down. They wouldn't come out. They were calling the police on me. Oh, no, we're scared. Because I told her, I will kill you with my motherfucking hands. Because that's the language you like. This was 2 years ago. 21, 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago. It was that serious, right? And I just gave her couch. They have my son's stuff. Giving her all this shit. Because I'm very giving and loving, and I see you without it. And plus, I was dealing with a brain that was damaged. All those years in my life, my brain had just, the more trauma that came on me, right, the worse it got. So that means my actions towards the human race, they weren't right because I was not in my right mind. The fact is, when you deal with trauma, you're not in your right mind. You're not making right decisions. You're actually doing it because you're hoping maybe that person will look out for you. That's what I thought. I have all these injuries. I need 7 surgeries. Maybe she'll look out. I gave her my key. It was just like... But I would have never learned so many lessons about the ego. Remember, that's when I got the 7 deadly sins. Oh, shit. These are deadly sins I'm dealing with. You know, acknowledge your own feelings. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm angry. I'm not regular angry. I'm like, I want this bitch dead. I want her to suffer. Then it dawned on me how peaceful it was to die. Like I said, when I was dead, I saw a lot of people there, right, that I was surprised to see there. Like a little kitty serial killers. This little kitty serial killer was there. And I was like, what is he doing here? He's a serial killer. See, that's the thing why God says, like, mind your business, don't be a judge. Because you may kill someone and they may go straight to heaven. But guess what? You're still on earth. And now the contract you just signed with the devil, you got to pay that shit out. Because the devil will make sure you have the gun, the knife, the whatever, the bomb, anything you need to kill someone. Why do you think people kill people and they don't have a fucking job? Look how high people get and they don't have a fucking job. Okay, they can sell $5,000 a week in whatever criminal things they're doing to kill themselves, right? Hurt them, and they'll get it because the devil will supply you with anything. He is trying to get as many people to turn against God because he's a pissed off little bitch. He's a pissed off little bitch. Just remember, the devil always picks people that are weak and stupid and scared. We've all been there before. But you have to, like I said, if you acknowledge your feelings, that makes you a stronger person. That's what you want to be. You want to be fucking sure. You want to be weak. You want to be like, damn, well, fuck that. Somebody come up to you, sound like your glasses, man. It's just a whack. You know when you have to get to the point where you laugh at it and tell a joke. That makes, because now you just deliver it. See, sometimes ignoring shit, what I realized about the emotions, I know this for a fact, that's why I became a professional comic, Cindy Brady comedy, right? Was like, if I take the hit and I don't respond the way my culture tells me to respond, which you already know is kill, fighting, all our culture, fight, kill, right? Then, like, okay, the noose is getting tighter around my neck, and like now I'm angry. So even if I ignore them, now I'm still angry because that's not really what my body is telling me to do. So the best way to do it is with comedy. So if you do that, when people insult you, they're really insecure, man. They always wear really ugly clothes. They always have like really fucked up. They're just a whack. They're black. And they're very easy to pick something out, even if it's not true. And tell them in a very calm manner that they're something that would really hurt their feelings. And then you'll laugh. And then you walk away. That's the best way to walk away, if you ask me. That's the best way to walk away. Because now you be like, I got your ass back, mother. Oh, you gonna hurt me? What about your big fucking warlock ass head? Look at your white ass feet, your dirty jeans. You're a warlock. I know you hate yourself. But don't forget to laugh. You walk away. So now that's the control of your emotions. You just controlled it. You didn't curse anybody out. The idea is to never ever get angry. That shit is deadly all day long. And you're not just angry at that person. You're angry at anything that ever happened to you in your life. Piling up. I say it's a collision. It's a traumatic collision of cars backed up. Imagine every time something happened to you, another car smashed, and that car never came out of the lot. So that another car crashes into that, then a train, then a plane goes and blows it up. All of that stuff is your emotions lined up. So you have to be the one to acknowledge it because you're the only one that can control it. Don't let doctors control you with those fucking pills and Seroquel and drugs and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. They're using you to get rich, to make sure your DNA comes out fucked up, to make sure you don't ever become who you are, to make sure you walk around like a basket case. Like I said, if they cared about people being crazy, why are they not picking all these obviously crazy people walking around? You can see people with hospital gowns on outside. Like they just kicked them outside. You know, picking stuff out of their head. Look, that shit is none of your business. Your business is to control your emotions and stop trying to control other people's emotions. People are really in pain, but that's not an excuse for them to hurt you, right? I mean, it is a good excuse. That's not true. It is an amazing excuse, but not an excuse for you to like go so deep into it. The only deep part of it needs to be about your reaction and how you feel about yourself and how you can keep changing yourself, because elevation is on the table, man, and it never ends. Can you imagine? The sky is the limit. It really is. It's like you shoot all the way up to the moon and the sun. You just keep going, keep going. And every time you look down, you free fall. You got to get back at the end of the line. You don't want to get back at the end of the line. You want to learn new lessons in this life. So then one day, one day, everything that is troubling you will be gone. The people will be gone. You know what's wild? The neighbor, right? Like, everybody has fucked with me since I was born. People I don't even know, okay? I have been jumped, stabbed, all kinds of shit, right? And I never saw those people again because they always dropped dead. They always got decapitated, was in a bag or something. I never saw them again. She's the first time in my whole life that I had to see somebody that took part in a murder. That's intense, and like, I learned half of those lessons, and half of those boards I have up, the brain boards, were because of the situation next door. Isn't that something? All my other haters left the country, and they all try to move away. And it's pretty funny, right? They didn't think I knew where they lived, so they were just writing me all kinds of shit, like how jealous they are of me, how I got all these accolades, and I think I'm like, what? Yeah, that's right, your father spoiled you. The father I didn't get to live with, bitch, the one that got murdered? Yeah, like that, right? Look, I was too busy building, and like I said, I'm calling on every angel, right? That really helps, the archangels, man. God, Jesus, my family, my son, everybody, my animals. I got a lot of them. My cat, Perry, my hamster, right? Everybody, right? My dog that they killed, Molly, tried to kill her. She got 9 points. Yeah, all of them, right? And the messages kept coming in, and like the answers kept coming in, and like everything kept changing. And this is like the first year, 3 years in, right, that I did all that work. And now I'm ready to enter into the retribution phase, the fitness phase, and the business phase. Like for real this time. When you ask God for something, He's going to give it to you, but it's going to be challenging. When you ask the devil for stuff, he gives you stuff that's really easy. Because he just hand it to you. You ain't got to work for it or nothing. But it is a trick. It's actually whack. It's never going to last. God gives you things that are going to last, so the lessons are longer. They're more intense. And that's a good thing, because you want the lessons to be part of your DNA, because that's what you're changing. You're changing your fucking DNA. Not to have more babies. You're changing it because, like I said, we're all part of the earth. We're all one, and one day you'll be able to show somebody the way on how you got there, because that's what we're here for, service. But organized service. Not, you can have that here, take, get none of that shit, man. Fuck that. All right? You got to, stay organized, but we all have a big cleanup on our hands. All of us have a massive cleanup on our hands as far as just maintaining each and every emotion that got you into trouble. Got to be responsible for who you fell in love with, man. That was tearing you down. So now that's my fault, not theirs. It's my fault. So now I'm the one that has to work on my emotional state. But like I said, be very specific about your feelings, so then you can work on it. You can't work on anything unless you acknowledge it first. Then when you acknowledge it, you're very specific about the moves you make daily and say, look, like I said, remember I told y'all last week I'm working on my emotion. If I didn't call that out, right, and tell myself that this is something I'm going to specifically work on, me just looking at that camera, right, and seeing the neighbor would have made me stay in bed today and just look at TV. I have a TV now. I don't even watch TV. It's wild. I was under attack for so long with Scooter, right, that I didn't even know about. I was in some store and I picked up a magazine just now, right? And it said Kate, the Princess of Wales. I didn't know she had 3 kids. I didn't know she had any kids. I just thought it was him and her. But that's good. Why should I have to be up on things that have nothing to do with me? It should have got nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. When you're dealing with growth and when you're dealing with changing yourself, it really is important to be secluded. You won't be lonely. You'll be so busy all day, every day, because you have been this person for decades. And it took decades to get like this, and you didn't even create it. It was given to you, but you said, okay, I'll take it. All right, I'll take it. You're overwhelmed. Oh, it's too much. Oh, like today, it's Mother's Day. Oh my God, I have a shitty mother, or maybe I have a nice mother, she's dead, and all these feelings, people tell you how to feel, they boss you around. You got to pull away from all of that. And it's all the Matrix. It's for control. It's a good program, right? Give something a name, make people believe in it, and then when the day comes, they have to buy something, feel something, do something, not something, in something. Reality has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. I mean, that's kind of fucked up that mothers work so hard. When you think about how a real mother works and how responsible they are, that most of them even die because they're overworked. They take their grandkids in, they take other people's kids, and it just kills them, man. And like, nobody ever intervenes and say, you know, I'm gonna give you now. I give you high blood pressure pills and heart pills. I'll put you on some medication. I know that's why it's happening, but that's good. Look, a good example of a good world we live in, right, is we have cancer research, right? Like, they don't know that it's in the fucking food supply. They put it there. So, like, it's too much to get caught up in. Look at what you're doing. Pay attention. Practice mindfulness. I told you 3 words every 3 months. I was telling you for so long that it was gratitude for me, patience, and faith, right? But the next 3 were, it's in my Bible. I have to look at it. But I think it was, I had to like slow my words down because I was coming out of a kidnapping, literally. I was kidnapped. So I was talking real fast. Guess what he does to me? Yeah! I was like, nah, let me slow. I have to like slow my words down, right? I have to speak slower and learn, right? It was learning. Like I was doing my Elevate game, brain games and stuff. I could pay attention to things and learn things and go really slow and pay attention and see if, you know, double check, triple check, and see if it's where I need to be. And discipline, you gotta have discipline to do that. So it was learning, discipline. Oh, and I needed endurance to do it. And then I did those 3, and the words just kept going for 2 years, because I'm on my 3rd year, right? And then I realized the next year I had to review all the words. So now this year, right, I am working on, I told you, this year is retribution, business, and fitness. Which my business is fitness, right? It all comes together. All of it, like, is one, but it really does need to be separated so I can pay and zone in on it. Because I can't get into this retribution unless I'm physically strong. You know, I'm mentally strong, right? But I gotta be physically strong. I gotta be able to do cartwheels, 1,000, 1 billion crunches, 1 zillion. The way I don't do the used to, right? That's the new world I'm entering into. Because I told you, I'm like 2028 now, I'm back, and then maybe 2030 at the latest, where I'm turning my shit into an AI robot, my body. Look, robots, if we don't become them, they're gonna take over. That's a good idea. You don't want fucking bones, man. They break. Bones are whack. I got a titanium leg. This shit is amazing, yo. I don't feel shit. This shit is amazing. But it's going to be with the chip in your brain. They already have the shit, all right? And then people can get out of wheel. Remember, I'm a scientist, man. But you know, my art is really important to me. I never got to practice art because people are always sick. And I'm so glad Murder Maggie's dead because she had me taking care of her friends my whole life. No matter what they do to me, I'm like, oh, but guess what happens? She got a hole in her leg. 1 jar, you're fine. And like, I even got Scooter's cousin or nephew, whatever. He was out of a wheelchair. 1 jar, get the fuck up. And my kid, he got up and walked right out on his girl. I was waiting, changing his diapers. Look, you really can't let people tell you what to do. You got to do what is my calling. For art, oh my God, you have no idea my art that I have. And then it's for protection, and then it's to bring back your loved one. So we need that, man. I know I did it. Right, Ruby? So I'm going to go, and I'm going to take it really easy today. See, I didn't complain about my back. I didn't put cast on today, my ankles. I said, nah, that shit got to go. It's been 5 years on one leg, 2.5 on the other. Nah, man, I'm wearing a Gucci Ugg. And that's like got like padding in it, so you gotta change up. Look, everything you're doing, just remember, when you practice mindfulness, it's gonna come a point where you're gonna have to change up. Because now you got it, right? So now it's time to work to the next level. What's the next thing I have to do to get to the next level? Levels don't end. It's called leveling up, elevating. That's what elevation is. Constant elevating. And like I said, take your phone and throw it in the blender. Or if you answer it, people are putting your brain in the blender, darling. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You're rebuilding a new brain for yourself. You know, there is a great awakening happening. So you don't want to be left behind, because the only thing that's going to be left behind are the dirty knocks that cause so much pain to humanity. And like, you'll see all the disturbances in the sky. Yeah, that's for a reason. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I have everything to do with it. Everything. Let me tell you what's wild, man. I told you I got you know, I've been electrocuted several times and hit by lightning twice, right? But check this. Well, younger years, right? Since like, I guess a week or 2 ago, it's happened to me again. Yesterday, I was filling up in my cuisine cave, one of my waterfalls. It's got metal paint on it, metallic paint. I went to touch it and got zapped. Got zapped again. It's so wild. All the stuff I'm going through, it's like so like movie ready. That's all I can say. Agent, movie ready books. Like, it's intense. fuck what Scooter did. This shit was happening from birth. And like, I survived a lot of shit, man. I didn't survive. I make that shit look good. Keep fucking with me. Fucking with me. Now you can't. I needed, who knew, right? I needed 1,000,000,000% protection circle of that shit. So that's what I'm in, the spiritual luxury protection business, darling. Yeah, keep your blood clean, keep your mind clean, keep your space clean. Clean up your house today, man. Clean that shit up. If you feel, Mother Day depressed today, go on the floor and do 50 crunches. Watch, your stomach will be hurt, like so tight that you'll be like, oh shit, I can't believe I did that. Turn your TV off, turn your devices off. And then pray, right? And ask the archangels to help you out. If you're a healer, you need Archangel Raphael. And if you need something like magical to happen, Archangel Metatron, he's the shit, yo. Oh, you saved my day. Thank you, baby. All right, say goodbye to Rumi. We'll see you later. We're going to go on our trail and we'll look for another seat somewhere. But I'm going to do my at least 3 miles today. No, two. I think I did about a mile already. 2 miles today. All right? Stay fabulous, darling. Rebecca the Fabulous. And my girl, Rumi Blue Haze. Okay, Miss Rumi doesn't feel very pretty without her weave and her Gucci bag. But it's all good. I'll see you guys later, all right?